Minia.
Yay.
Be say Akyem phone. Omu ko school.
Say JB dan kwa mo start omu nya kwan kwa brochire ni ade nti omu ma omu ma no so ko school. Omu asua de. Most of them were lawyers. Who di Adorye na adwene be beat you. One was some working. Wakwakofa and my party. MPP was Adorye mu. Ajapade we MPP wum. Ebusia ko bi jiga na Ajapade. Once what the party be fra. What the party ba be for who to save them. And that one will not wash. I'm telling him. Bukwi a PA 2016 prior to elections.
Okay.
Anna MPP winning elections. There was a review, early stages. I quite remember 2018. Obia was a member of National Communications team of MPP. There was a meeting. Yabuabia someone stood and raised, say, document is saying now how are we going to handle it? Now, Gabi was at the meeting, or Robeshe, I don't know, Mufantunche, say. Look, Enra, I had a conversation with someone. And this document, only one copy was printed by the architect of this document. One more printed, just one copy. They lock it under safe. When I heard the story, I said, wow. Now, I may say, now, at the early stages, now, the JB cause war, baby. Now, one particular meeting, they forgot to lock the book. The party picking ya, what's your book ya, my printing ya? Which I won't say, I said, yeah, you tum kakra.
Yeah.
Nipan fire or photocopy ye, sharp. A two say, not tona no grano, yasa. Or photocopy ya, what could roof ye no. And no find the phone. And was scanning ye, a put into soft copy. Emma man for, and ye be king kind. So because a sabook we a fisher, and the panel, sabe. Ebia no one can ye. So what can ya no analyze it?
Na eno na Hopeson extra. Sisia de just say obekire na afi wa kiresie the genesis of the Japade book which are for according to details yanko afi yanko hwene nko tie no so embra
in that time and then make kind the forward no in full first the other me tutum president ka say or specific say NDC for natural book no hey NDC for natural book ana book no ye adwuma ehu akoye se obi aka se Tremoniatro Bible ama Christopher se for no mo fanya sorry na Christopher de sa pepepe ana o pese wo kire yen now yenko the forward first paragraph was it to our future made up of the present and the unborn for whom this will of a nation is being prepared to our foremost king of Foreword the progenies spread across the world for whom and to whom alone this sacred document is prepared. Nye wo pa kire nyina ne se ye hwe ye daachi eye ene ye mani ye nnan kanso amo a ye nwo wo mo ane ye oman yi nyina Japade e di ama wo mo now ye hene a chese no odi kan ye frɛ no Foreword wono ana omo yesade we nyina so e de ahye na numonyam muntie de yo wado no omo ye de ahye na numonyam yeko was it as the head of Nana Apianim Kwamframa Nana Kuntunkrunkri and Foreword our people were never defeated in the wars of old. We were nobody's subject, and yet after 1957 we were made to live in the shadows of the descendants of people who never defeated us in the war, whilst the Ashanti kingdom was uplifted to put us in the shade. We are saying now we are here. Me catch there in Krofobi say MPP adina na ekoso no more of tribal than politics. No monti ase. Ye blindfoldu omo just to mislead them. And no more succeeding so because omo ni muhuma, omo akọ school, omo yusu adwene no nyansa no e de biti won. Won wasem a wo kan ha sei. Wo se sa wo mpanimfo anyina. Eye nkrofo a yan defeat omo chese omo anko akon ame amro omo anase yan ni omo so nkoni da. Enso so after 1957 ye kan say fa hodie baaye no. Afede omo pia Akyemfo no ekokoshe sumase ana omumma asante foso so what
Tiopa.
eti me say asem we ya yeken wo ye MPP ni mefo anu metum except say wo ya chimni a cha asem we e kapa wo ho na so ya senti dia mefo anu metum because who defend this idea way wo nana no man mo will never forgive you ye ba bekom wo ba ho said wo magigi Ghana japade a wo mo say this for natural and e ya aduma ye implement it Jesus Christ etieni ya ma asante eso ade aka achemfo ahye eti say de wo manya pan no muntie na edidi so wo say with arrival of Nanado we see the rebirth of second JB Dankwa who has come to rescue. So what you say? Akufo Addo abedi akonya idie. Second JB Dankwa na aba no. Eti oba beje wo mo. Afri sumu ana omo hyemu. Woti hodum say ya wo metu mu nti wo defende. You don't know. Hwe was it fully cognizant that we were currently part of modern nation of Ghana, the name of which was originally proposed by the illustrious son of Polypenifie of Ochimai, J.B. Dankwa, and aware that it is currently made up of other diverse people. We have to assert our old selves and ensure that we no longer continue to live in the shadow of other kings and peoples whose forebear we defeated in war. So what you say? Say no. Omo ba be make sure say ene Ghana ya ye wo mu ende eye wo mu ankasa wo mu ba wo mu papa wo mu nana a ye Fred JB Dankwa and the proposal din no and o proposal din no so no aba no ama ya kwa lifte nkrofufufuro bi ya lifting nkrofufufuro bi san nkrofufufuro de he asante fo so hu de tie no enti these are some of the things the next was say in spite of our tremendous contribution to this Ghana entity, Ochimai has not been credited with the appropriate health and grandeur that we rightly deserve in recent times. Eti fi say JB Dankwa na share ekonase woye Ochini and up to now yentimi ma o musu ye. Eti said na Akufo Addo abade a and yesisi etimi ma o muso. Mo ho trimbodo. Where you forward no. The area ba nsem no so muyem be hyehye ene was it currently with Nanado in total control of the whole entity of Ghana. We have a duty to ensure that we take over the commanding height of essential fabrics of the country in order that even in the event that Nana leaves the scene after the mandatory 8 years, the sons and daughters of Ochimai will be firmly secured and such control both financially and economically, that we can no longer be ignored in the battle to control the destiny of Ghana. Say ya Nana Akufo Addo abai awabedi oma yiswe. Eye omo asede se omo make sure say Ghana sikasem Ghana japade omo betimanya ni nyina aba Ochimai ama omo ma ene omo na nkanso amo a take you over. Said ye be ya omo ka se Ghana mpunu na epunu aduniye was it this for the joy hey and this for you the nation's prophet. In doing this we need to be strategic. Munti haseo as a munti we need to be strategic. We will have to work with other people from some of the diverse ethnic groups, including some carefully selected people in Ashanti and other diverse ethnicities or land. This will make them believe that they also have a hand in the pie. It will obscure any suspicion that the project is essentially an Oforipeni project. This point is crucial because with electoral politics, we have to have our eyes on the numbers in the electoral process. We cannot be blatant until we are completely secured in the endeavor. It is especially so because so far the Ashantis constitute the single most populous ethnic groups in the country. Where was this for Adorye? Wait. And this is for the Cocoa way. Share. What must say? A Jumana or Modiano. I saw we are strategic. Because as I saw Munya and Crawford from other na Ashanti no womo ye nkrofo carefully selected yen selecting nkrofo bi meka ho said ye be ya omo nye suspicious no mu behu se oh ade no kra no ye gina ye dia na se omo ye ne saa eno ene betima bo omo na omo ye saa no so no omo mu omo ani ngu election ba be ye number dodo nipa dodo e ba beto aba no na wo hwe the whole Ghana asantifo ena eye tribe ba ko a omo doso pa e ba bato mu a eti enyusu omo ye mfa achieve eye ogwangwa se ye ba be ko MPP be ko primaries na asantifo mpedimfo ni bi omo wo MPP mu asori agina na omo kotie omo ankasa omo nkrofo Kobre Japan from Ashanti region Adorye move from Ashanti region Boacha Jako from Ashanti region Alan Chemante from Ashanti region Free Akoto from Ashanti region Kojo Pokunzafo from Ashanti region 6 that's anti-form penny for more party move from Ashanti region no mu kotia sankrofo we na na wo deti ya do paragraph 9 wo biamie na so no ntie was it although the Ashanti group within the current MPP is gearing itself to take over the party after Nana Akufo-Addo's tenure in 2024 it will be ideal if we could work to bypass them in 2024 Jesus Christ with hard work we could work to pass the mantle over to a non-Akan person. Hey, preferably from the north, under whose presidency we could secure the maturity of our takeover project. We say, and this is one way. Sadly, Abamu na se mamu. Look, we say, Asantifo ewo party no mu. Wo mo bo mo hu say, wo mo ana wo mo be take over. Womo beji party no e brada na Akufo-Addo e de na djuma e ba wiye 2024 nanso so no womo ngire womo ho se womo beji adwuma amana twa santifo no ho 2024 womo nya se womo de tumi no e be hye obi a wonya kani ensem demom se be ye de a womo mpa obi ofri srem na womo fama no na sa nipa na ofri srem no e be ye president a eno ana sa womo take over project Ajapade omoja ma omo ne omo asefo no ebetimi abawieye ena me ne wo ka sei MPP flag bearer of river
office
so office chasemu wo hai abomo na sema mu
na Hopeson tira chese press media na nsen abahwa chese Ghana news agency na afeso GBC na dede na dodan kokofo busafo asasa omo peni no na no so wo Ajapade book no chese book no enye fabrication Hopeson akodites ba yankohwe na afi ngoti
enti bogu yaba na mo sembo da so na se ye ka bia wo ma me ka se eyayi na obi kwaka obi obeje adi no esese ekokohwe ne tim abusua na ese budi ka akohwe mutim first sebu beti magiga da Ajapade nyina de abobo se mo nkwa na mofa na we ye ka we ya bo se dey this is a public document. We are going to digest it. We are going to explain it. We are going to analyze it for people to understand. Abushia ba kuntimi fa Ghana Ajapade nyina. Bugu we. Sese ya me Bible. Me da me kan. Me sorry me kan. Ne musemo hu. E musemo hu. Obi antie ha yo. To be specific, we need to strengthen our effort to control the mineral resources as well as the electricity and water institutions. Hey, the success of this project depends on the way in which we, the Mafias, for the time being control the judiciary and the press. Why would you appoint judges to Supreme Court to be brain?
But well, okay.
I talk who
no, well, would you I will have time and interrogate.
Me say,
me interrupt.
Why would you appoint Supreme Court judges be alcohol? Everybody is complaining. Civil society will be complaining. Why the park in the Supreme Court and the media almost succeeded? And I'll tell you why they've succeeded. Now, the forward, so document you are more prepared. Phase 1, a dear and a SSA. Was it the first phase of the economic and financial sector control was to be implemented in Nane's first term of office. As we get closer to the end of the first term, we have set the ball rolling regarding the objectives set out in our first document. What it? We say way 2018. Book Kunususu PA close to 2016 elections. And to once walk the first document, the review any. And to Obaba, the first term, and now we say, we must set a ball rolling regarding the objectives set out in our first document. PDB catcher me say first document by no, ne dini ye asase. Asase radio by no. And I'm say, hey, ebe confirm. I know we change dini ye na Japadie. Was it there have been difficulties, largely due to some pitfalls on our part? For example, the control of electricity sector. The control of electricity sector could have been handled better had it not been for the greed of some of the non-Akyem elite we had included as cover. Electricity, or more than my what is here? PDS.
PDS, yes, PDS.
Yes, done electricity at the PDS. Yes, say the ma and crown cross on your day. 100.
Yeah.
One bukuno. Was some cock of far and Crofoka crabby, our money Akyem for. Ebe can said the bear, ebe cover the face. But some Crofonum don't become no be greedy and a 12 pie. Electricity over for an answer.
Because look at it.
PDS, you more grown has 6 months. Anna, minister, Amawu, echo expose you say, you can't say, one more guarantee no the buy a fake.
Fake, yeah.
And you term, go to under EcoBank. Was it we have 2 routes of entry into these institutions. First is the True Senate, which has a seat on the board of EcoBank Ghana by virtue of its shareholding. This seat is occupied by the Director General of Senate. In phase 2 of our agenda, in phase 2 of our agenda, Kofi Bosompem Osafo Mafo, who is a Deputy Director General of Senate, should be made the Director General to give him the seat on the EcoBank Ghana board. And then we know what say. Why the Director General Senate?
Osafo Mafo.
Kofi Bosompem Osafo Mafo. Adorye 2018, and you are telling me, say, a fiction. You are telling me, say, and this is for natural. Ish. Then this is for Munshas prophesy. And I didn't have me. And them, defe. Et il y a some numbers, Omuga.